Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lonielle Cousar and I'm the owner of Decor and more. In this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about managing your inventory. So I wanted to record this video to go over the mistakes I make and have made when I'm managing my inventory so that you could avoid making these mistakes. All right, so let's get started. Before we get into this, I want to encourage you to watch this whole video. I'm pretty sure there's a mistake that I'll touch on that you may be making in your business. Managing your inventory is so important in this business. If you don't manage your inventory correctly, that could be the difference between your company making a profit versus your company not making a profit. All right. And make sure you stay tuned to the end. I want to tell you guys about this new inventory management system that I'm super excited about. I've been working so hard over the past 2 weeks to get it up and running. All right, so let's get started. I have 10 mistakes that I'm going to go over with you guys. The first mistake when it comes to managing my inventory is ordering new materials and new supplies before I check my existing inventory. I literally just did this last week. I ordered some table linens for an event that I have coming up in July without even checking my inventory. And guess what? I already have those table linens in that same exact color. This is a major mistake that I have made in the past, and I want you guys to avoid making that same mistake because you don't want to spend money on materials that you already have in your inventory. We are in business. We are running businesses. So you have to count every single dime that you spend, because when you're spending money, you're taking away from the profit that you're making for an event. So you don't want to spend money if you don't have to. So please make sure that you check your inventory before ordering new materials and new supplies. The second mistake that I have made in the past is not tracking my inventory. So I would just order stuff and order stuff and order stuff, and I had no idea what I had in my inventory. So you want to make sure that you are always tracking what you have in your inventory. So you want to know what color tablecloths do you have, right? You want to know how many do you have. You want to know dimensions. So are they round tablecloths? Are they rectangular tablecloths, right? So you want to know what size, you want to know the count, you want to know the color, right? You want to know the material and the fabric. So are they polyester? Are they satin, right? Are they sequined? So you want to track your inventory and know exactly what you have. The third mistake that I made when it came to managing my inventory is not keeping my inventory organized, okay? So this is very important. You want to keep your inventory organized. You want to have things labeled. You want to keep them in bins, right? You want to make sure that your inventory is organized. So a couple of months back, I made a video where I walked you guys through my inventory. So I'll definitely put the link in the description, and I'll put a card up top so that you guys can see my inventory and my storage unit and how I keep it organized, okay? When you have an event and you only have but so much time to get to the event and get set up, you don't want to spend a bunch of time in your inventory trying to find things, okay? That has happened to me before, where I've had to dig through my inventory just to find the things that I needed for an event. So you definitely want to keep your inventory organized. Along with that, my fourth mistake was that I was just storing my inventory, okay? I was just putting it in my storage unit and just storing it. I wasn't really setting it up in a way where I could work out of my inventory, okay? So you don't want to just stack boxes on top of each other. You don't want to just stack bins on top of each other. You want to have your inventory organized on shelves so that you could work out of your inventory. It's very easy for you to go in there and pick up what you need. And then it's also very easy after your event for you to go back to your storage unit and put everything back in place, okay? So you don't wanna just store your inventory. You don't wanna just put it in your storage unit and then leave it there. You wanna set your inventory up so that it's easy for you to work out of it. The next mistake that I made when it came to managing my inventory is not protecting my inventory, okay? You wanna make sure that your inventory is gonna last you for as long as it possibly can, okay? So if you have vases, you wanna make sure that those are protected. If you have fragile items, you wanna make sure that those are wrapped. I keep my throne chairs wrapped in stretch wrap, just to make sure that I can preserve them, all right? So you wanna make sure that you're protecting your inventory and preserving it for as long as possible. So I would recommend investing in some garbage bags, some stretch wrap, some bubble wrap, some boxes. The next mistake that I made when it came to managing my inventory is keeping my decorations all over my house. So I want to warn you guys against this. I know that this may be more affordable than getting a storage unit, but I'm the type of person where I like for my house to be my house. And I like for my business and my personal to be separated. And if you keep decorations, especially in this type of business where your inventory will grow very fast, okay? And before you know it, your house will be cluttered. It got to a point where I felt like I was suffocating in my house. Like I felt like I couldn't breathe because there was decorations everywhere. And then it got to the point where I didn't want to have visitors coming into my house because there was decorations everywhere, and it wasn't a good place mentally for me to be. So I would caution you against keeping all of your decorations scattered throughout your house. If you have a garage, I would recommend putting your decorations in your garage. And when you can afford it, I would highly recommend you getting a storage unit for your decorations so that you could have that separation between your house and your business. And here's another example that I make all the time. So when I have clients who are booking me for wedding decorations, I don't take the opportunity to upsell the client based on the items that are in my inventory. So if a client is just coming to me for a backdrop, I'll give them a quote for that backdrop rather than upselling the client, having a conversation with the client to figure out what their other needs are, because I have other items in my inventory that they may be able to use. So let's say that client who needs a wedding backdrop also needs a table for their cake, and they may also need some cake stands. If I don't take the time to ask them the question, is there any other decorations that you're looking for? If I don't have that conversation with the client, I'll just book them for that wedding backdrop and they'll go to somewhere else. Or they may go to Amazon and purchase that stuff themselves, okay? So make sure that you're taking the opportunity to upsell your client. Have a conversation with them, see what other needs they have, and if you have those items available in your inventory, offer them to the client so you can make more money. Along with that, another mistake that I was making when it came to managing my inventory was not maximizing on my inventory. For a while with my business, especially with COVID, I was just doing balloons and backdrops. It came to the point where that was all clients were requesting from me. They weren't requesting any table decorations because on my Instagram page and on my YouTube page and even on my website, I was really focusing on balloons and backdrops. It got to the point where I wasn't even going to my storage unit. I was keeping my backdrops, so my boxwood backdrop and my curtains and then my pipe and drape stand, I was keeping all that in my house, as well as my balloons. And then it got to the point where I started to question, why do I even have a storage unit if I'm able to decorate events with the stuff that I had in my house. So when I made it back to my storage unit, I realized that most of the stuff in my storage unit was table decorations. And that's when I decided to create packages so that I could maximize on all of my inventory. So I could maximize on the inventory that was just sitting in my storage unit. So please make sure that you're going through your inventory and actively paying attention to what you have in your inventory so that you can maximize and offer those as packages to clients. The next mistake is not having a price list for all of my decorations in my inventory. And this is so important because you don't want to have to guess, how much did I charge this client? How much did I charge this client? You want to know how much you're going to charge for each of your decorations, okay? So let's say that you order some red curtains for your inventory. You want to know as soon as you order those red curtains, how much you're going to charge clients to use those red curtains in their backdrops, okay? So you want to know for these drapes, how much am I going to charge? And you want to do that for every single item that's in your inventory, all of your decorations. You want to take that guesswork out of creating quotes, because creating quotes can take some time, right? And especially if you have to figure out how much am I going to charge for this? How much did I charge for this in the past? You want to have a price list for everything. So when it comes to giving a client a quote, you can make that process as easy as possible. You don't want to lose a client because you're taking too long to get them a quote. And here's the last mistake that I was making. I was not including the price of my storage unit and the price that I charge for my decorations. This is another reason why I do not recommend itemizing what you're charging the client for, because not only is the client paying for you to decorate the event, but they're also paying for some administrative costs that come with the business. It's just like Walmart. So when you go into Walmart and you're purchasing items from Walmart, it's not just going towards you paying for that item. It's going towards the Walmart buildings. It's going towards them paying their employees, right? It's going towards all of Walmart's expenses. And it's the same thing with our business. The money that we make from decorating events should cover the cost of decorating the event and also cover any other business expenses that we may have. So you want to make sure that you're including the cost of your storage unit into the price of your decorations. This is something that I haven't been doing a good job of. So when I'm calculating the profit that I need to make from an event, I have to make sure that that profit also covers the price of my storage unit. All right, guys, so those are my mistakes that I wanted to share with you guys. I know it's a lot of information. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And also let me know if you need more details. I can make more videos on managing your inventory. So as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I have been working so hard over the last couple of weeks to get my new inventory management system up and running. I am so excited about it because this new inventory management system is going to help me avoid making most of the mistakes that I talked to you guys about, all right? So I'm gonna put a link in the description for you guys. My new inventory management system is called Good Shuffle, and I love it. So I can manage my inventory from there. I can do invoicing from there. And then you could do electronic signature. So you can put your contract into the system, and when the clients are looking at your proposal, they can agree to your proposal, they can pay their invoice, and they can also sign their contract electronically. So the process is really simple for them, and it's really simple for you. I'm gonna put the link in the description for you guys, and then I'm also gonna be doing a separate video so I can do a live demo for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video.